Have you ever wondered how many points the points guy has? You know that feeling when you're in your closet filled with clothes, but you have nothing to wear? Well, I get that all the time, especially when I'm planning for insane trips, like the one I'm about to take all of you on. So one of my 2019 resolutions is to visit countries I've never visited before, but most importantly, to share it with all of you. Because I don't travel just to fly in first class, although, you know, being 6'7", that is nice and all. But anyway, I want to show you the actual travel stories, the people I meet. And I've met some amazing people around the world, especially through social media. The foods that I eat, the crazy parties that I go to. Oh yeah, that'll do. Not only are you gonna get to see cool destinations, but how to get there. That's really the beauty of the points guide. It's how you can use your frequent flyer miles and credit card points to do unbelievable things. It may be cool destinations, it may be how I booked to get to a destination and the tips you can use to get the best first class or, you know, even economy class products. But even inside my world, how I pack, my method to avoid wrinkles 99.9% of the time because I'm too lazy to iron, what I'd never travel without. I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let me tell you how I became the points guy. So where do I begin? My points education actually started in the mid-90s, and we had this thing called dial-up internet. And my dad was a healthcare consultant and got a job working from home. And he had never typed on a computer before because he always had a secretary. So I started charging him to book his flights, $10 a reservation. He thought I was doing all this crazy work on the side to do it. Meanwhile, I was on Travelocity. I was one of their first members, just plugging in the details, and it was a nice little business. One day we realized he had all these frequent flyer miles, and so I figured out how to use them to take our family to the Cayman Islands. So we were able to go to the Caribbean for cheaper than what most people who grew up in the Philly suburbs, I'm from Doylestown, cheaper than what most people paid to go to the Jersey Shore. So that was really when I was like, these points and miles are amazing. And then fast forward to 2007, I got a job in Wall Street at Morgan Stanley doing campus recruiting. And all of a sudden I was traveling for work a ton. So I was accruing hundreds of thousands of points and traveling in first class. You know, I flew with British Airways first class with Madonna one weekend, and my coworkers were like, how the heck are you doing this? So I started teaching everyone around me about points. And in 2010, I started the Points Guide, which it was not a blog. It was just a static form where you could put in how many points you had, it would email me, and I would charge you $50 if I could help you. And so I was running this mini little mileage booking travel agency that slowly started to spread. And then a friend said, hey, Brian, you should probably blog. People naturally Google searching will come to your site. So it'll be a great free way to advertise. So I started blogging. About 6 months in, it started to take off. In 2011, the banks approached me to become an affiliate. You know, first month I made $5,000 by just simply blogging about the same stuff I was blogging about anyway. And the next month, the New York Times wrote an article about the points guy. My business went through the roof. I quit my job that day, but I left that career to pursue my passion, which is truly helping people travel better, save money, and see the world. And it was wild. It just continued to double every month in readership and size, and I would listen to what my readers wanted to hear, and year over year we've doubled in size. And today we're at about 60 full-time employees. We've got 6 in the UK. We're about to launch in London. And now we've got every team of writers doing 30 blog posts a day, covering the top news stories. We've got some of the top names in travel journalism, and we're just getting started. Enough about me, let's get on the road. But first, I wanna stop into the office, and I'm gonna give you a quick little sneak peek into my points balances and how I earn so many. And then let's see where we can go. But I'm pretty sure we can go almost anywhere when you see how many points I have. This is a very vulnerable moment. People always ask how many points I have, and I say, that's a very personal question. I say that because I don't really know half the time because we earn so many and redeem so many at the company. What I will tell you is there are 8 credit cards that we use for most of our business expense. Each of those has bonus spends, anywhere from 1 to 10 points. We're earning 4 points per dollar spent on average in these main categories. The biggest one, online internet spending. So we do a lot of paid Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google spend, sometimes over $1 million a month. That's our big bread and butter. The Amex Business Gold gives 4x, Chase Inc. Preferred gives 3x, so we're maximizing a lot of that. In addition to that, we book a lot of airfare, which we use Amex Platinum 5x on all airfare. And because I have Business Centurion, we also get 2 cents per point when redeeming for flights. Right now, we have 1.3 million Amex, but the kicker here is pending points 1.8 million because we spent a ton on paid advertising last month, which then in turn grows our business. So I can drive brand awareness, grow our business, and earn a ton of points. All of our employee travel is booked on my Venture card, which earns 10x on Hotels.com. Plus, we also earn 1 free night for every 10 through Hotels.com program. So we have tons of Capital One points, which now transfer to airlines, but we really use Venture points to pay for helicopters, private jets, and any of those in-between travel expenses. And then Chase, in 2018, I spent $500,000 on travel and food and drink, entertaining. That right there was 1.5 million Chase points. The other ones we use Freedom Unlimited for 1.5 points on everything. So the goal is to never earn 1 point per dollar. You're losing, if you're earning 1 point on a purchase, whether it's your business expense or personal expense, and aligned credit cards that give you these juicy category bonuses. It's great to get a sign-up bonus, but that's a one-time event. The way you sustain points is by maximizing every single dollar that you spend, and that's what we do here at TBG. In 2018, we earned 18,342,705 points. We also used 17.5 million of them. So the key is never point toward, I'm all about practicing what I preach, so we've got millions to burn. Let's go burn some.